Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. Look, man, right now you got two of the most hated, probably the most wanted scalps in women's boxing. Claressa Shields and Caroline Dubois. Now, Claressa has earned the right. She's earned the right to be hated. She has done everything in her power to make people dislike her. So she deserves to be on that wanted poster. Now, Caroline Dubois, you know, man, I just don't like the fact that she's been caught up in Claressa Shields' web of destruction. But Dubois likes Claressa Shields, and Claressa Shields has co-signed her, and Dubois supports Claressa Shields. She even on Twitter and other social media platforms communicates with her and likes her posts. So that tells most people that Caroline Dubois agrees with the thing Claressa is doing and saying. Now, this is the problem. Caroline Dubois, just up to maybe 3 weeks ago, everyone was talking about Caroline Dubois as the rising star, the rising talent. You know what I mean? She's so interesting. She can fight. She's so dangerous. She's really the face of women's boxing. She's not getting the love, the attention that she deserves, but it's coming. She's the mini Mike Tyson, UK's female version of what Mike Tyson was. These are all the things people were saying. Now they're saying stuff like, oh yeah, I'm glad she got checked. Oh, she's a bully. She's a bum. She's just like Claressa Shields. I don't like her. She stinks. She's ugly. She's this. You see how quick shit turned? The narrative changed immediately, overnight. But I've been watching it, and as soon as I saw Caroline Dubois kind of posting some stuff about Claressa Shields, I was like, dope, it's going to be all bad. It's going to be all bad. I did that, I think it was like 2 weeks ago, 2.5. I was like, y'all just watch. I said, watch. Fans are going to turn on Caroline Dubois, and that's what's happened. They've turned on her. And I'm not saying I agree with it. I'm not saying I disagree with it. I'm just telling you that the fans have turned on her. And I'm telling you that I'm not surprised. It's just really unfortunate to see. Now, let me show you what the problem is here. Okay? This is the problem. All right, this is the problem. I'm going to show y'all what happened here. I did it in the previous video, but I'm going to show you guys right now. Right? This is Dubois and Terry Harper. They're going to be fighting this weekend. They faced off. They're fighting on Sunday. But just watch this. Dubois flexing. Harper shoves her. Look, Dubois doesn't know what to do. Look, but you see all that? So she was bullied. She's been bullying Terry Harper, insulting Terry Harper, right? It's all, and Terry Harper just finally got tired of it. And now, look here. You see? Let me tell you something. Terry Harper won that battle. She won that battle because she got under Dubois' skin. Dubois, to most people, has been nothing but a bully, and she finally got bullied back. And you know what's crazy about that? So many people were glad to see Dubois get pushed, to get checked, to get embarrassed, to look lost in the moment like, wait, what just happened? Did she shove me? What should I do now? They love seeing that. And now they want to see Dubois go into the fight this weekend when she fights Terry Harper on Sunday and see her lose. And when I read the comments, I'm like, God damn, well, this sounds like how they talk about Claressa Shields. All of a sudden, everyone just went from loving Dubois to hating her. Internet ain't no joke, man. But it is what it is. She's become polarizing before fully peaking. You look at after that face-off moment with Terry Harper, where Harper shoved her hard, Dubois appeared off balance, lost, confused. And fans immediately ran with the narrative, man. Some saw it as Dubois getting checked, a moment where she looked lost. Others saw it as just pre-fight tension getting heated. But in today's social media era, moments don't stay moments. They become narratives, and that's the narrative that's been created. The bully got bullied. This is the most hated narrative, man. Some people say that's real. Others say it's overblown. I say no. That's the direction it's going. Clarissa's the most hated. And right now, Caroline Dubois is the second most hated. She ain't nothing but the UK's Claressa Shields. You know, there's a growing online claim that Dubois is becoming one of the most disliked female fighters. And, of course, they're comparing her to Claressa Shields because she is kind of like she's benchmarked the way Claressa Shields does business. And I was watching, I was thinking, damn, Claressa and Franchon shoved at the weigh-in, and it turned into a brawl. And then I'm looking here, like Caroline Dubois and Terry Harper, they had a little bit of a scuffle and some shoving. But I'm like, boy, oh boy, what if that would have turned into a brawl? That would have just made things even worse and just drawn even more attention to Caroline Dubois and how what she's doing just really kind of in an eerie way resembles Claressa Shields. Let's be real, man. That label is driven by online chatter. Not the full boxing audience, but it's a combination. But it does signal a shift in how some fans are reacting to her. The UK, United States, other countries where they watch boxing. And I'm just saying, perception matters in boxing just as much as performance. She can get in there this weekend and she can knock out Terry Harper. And that would be good. But fans still going to feel how they feel about Caroline Dubois. Like, the title's on her now. The tag is attached to her now, people. Nobody's trying to figure out, if it's just confidence. They're saying, turn it off. Turn that off. Dubois has been very vocal about her skills, about her belief in herself, and nothing wrong with that. She wants the big fights. Alycia Baumgardner. She speaks confidently about her ability, pushing her name into major conversations. You know what I'm saying? Go for it. We all know she wants all that, especially that fight with Baumgardner, but here's the twist. Some fans are saying, okay, Caroline Dubois is hungry, fearless. Others are saying she hasn't earned that level of talk yet. What's she doing out here chirping up when she hasn't done a tenth of what Alycia Baumgardner has done? And the whole time, man, some of that pressure on Baumgardner is flipped. You know? Some fans feel that Baumgardner is avoiding Dubois. So Dubois is gaining attention, but she's also attracting criticism. But there are some fans who are feeling like Alycia Baumgardner is putting duck sauce on the fried rice. They're now saying, hey, look, Alycia, put down the duck sauce and just stick with the plate of fried rice and fight Dubois and knock her out for us. I'm reading through comments. I'm like, what the hell? These are the same people, again, 2.5 weeks ago, who were clowning Baumgardner. Now they're saying Baumgardner fight and knock her out. But it's interesting when you see all this dark drama and this dark energy. That's that Claressa Shields effect, man. Dubois receiving public support from Claressa Shields has added another layer. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing to have a shit sandwich, but then you have 2 shit sandwiches. You put lettuce and tomato and all kind of nice little garlic sauce and all kind of nice things on there. A shit sandwich is a shit sandwich no matter how you dress it up. Claressa Shields, her attitude is that. She has a sit sandwich type attitude. Shit sandwich type attitude. Shields is, of course, I don't even care to say this no more, but yeah, she's accomplished. We know that. Confident, outspoken. But she's a polarizing figure among fans, frequently involved in all kind of drama, debates, controversy. She's out there, man. But because of that, some fans react like this. They're like, if you align yourself with that energy, you inherit that perception. And that's exactly what's happened with Dubois. And I'm not saying it's fair, but that's how audiences process associations. Guilty by association. That's a boxing reality. In boxing, perception spreads quickly. Who you stand with, who supports you, what energy surrounds you. All of it becomes part of your brand. All of it does. So now some fans are linking Dubois' rising confidence with Shields' outspoken reputation. and they're turning it into a broader narrative about attitude. And you know what? I'm gonna be real with you, because we're all attitudes. We're all adults here. Two black women. I mean, it is what it is. What they're saying is, yep, that's how black women act. Look, you got one from America who came from poverty, from Flint, Michigan, right? Look at how she acts. And you got this one over here from the UK whose father was a millionaire from selling paintings. Her brother's a multi-millionaire. And look at how she's acting. So it has nothing to do with status, nothing to do with upbringing. That's just how black females are. I'm just telling you that's the broader narrative about the attitude. I'm not telling you I agree with that shit. I'm just telling you that's the goddamn conversation. We all adults here, right? We don't run from conversations. That's what it is. We don't need to. I just pray there ain't no black fighter, female fighter who's born and raised in China, whose parents are from Africa and went there for work. And she get into boxing, and next thing you know, we get the black Chinese female fighter, and she out here doing bullshit. Then we'll be, the women will really be screwed as far as that perception, that narrative created. You see that Harper shove? That hit hard, people. That shove from Harper mattered because it created a visual. Aggressor versus reactor. Someone composed versus disrupted. And it only lasted seconds. But fans, boy, did they turn it into a storyline. I mean, I am too, you know what I'm saying? Is Dubois all talk? Or can she handle pressure? Because, boy, she didn't look like she could handle the pressure when somebody put it back on her. And that's the danger of viral moments. Because Dubois been chasing viral moments every time a camera got put in front of her. She's been going viral. She's been chasing those moments. But the most viral moment of the last few months between her and Terry Harper is Terry Harper sticking it on her ass. You won't bully me any longer. Hold your horse and stop taking it to the stupid. All that did is back Dubois into a corner. She's in must-win territory. And here's where things get serious. Caroline Dubois, she's entering the same space as Claressa Shields in one key way. Every fight now carries narrative pressure. She has to win. She has to perform. She cannot afford to lose. If she wins impressively, some are going to say, well, yo, she backed it up. But if she struggles or loses, online criticism will explode. Narratives will get harsher, and Caroline Dubois will deteriorate. But that's the cost of the visibility. That's the cost of the confidence, being outspoken, wanting attention, chasing viral moments, turning fans off. I mean, you did it. You got to get away from Claressa Shields. Claressa Shields is just fine. She's just fine in all that drama, all that chaos. Caroline Dubois, that ain't your style. It's okay to be a good girl who can fight and whip ass. It's okay to get a little chippy. But don't come trying to follow Claressa Shields. She's not the example. But there's a huge opportunity hidden in all this, man, right? You know there's always like a flip side. Sometimes it's kind of small, sometimes it's big, but there's always a flip side. People are watching, people are talking when it comes to women's boxing. People are emotionally invested. And that's exactly how stars are built. So Caroline Dubois is getting a lot of attention. She may go on, she's already a star, but she may go on and become a superstar. Just depends, but I think she has to deliver dominant performances, stay composed under pressure, let her skills speak loud. And maybe she can flip this narrative because people are going to like her, people are going to dislike her, but she definitely has some work to do. So anyway, Caroline Dubois is not finished with the fans. But she's in she wants the fans, but fans are like, they're in a transition phase. So is Caroline Dubois. She gotta think about what she wants to do. Does she want fans to know? Because she's going from prospect to personality. She's going from the people talking about her talent to just her being a talking point. And that's not what you want. She's got to figure this out. But all I'm saying is, when it comes to boxing, fighters who survive this phase become the biggest names in the sport. I think Caroline Dubois has a great opportunity to make some changes, you know what I'm saying? And I think she'll be fine. But for the rest of her career, she'll be dealing with this harassment and the narratives being created by a concentric few because of who she attached herself with. She should have never attached herself to Claressa Shields or allowed Claressa Shields to mention her name. And that's just how I feel. Anyway, one of the fastest rising stars. Things are changing just as fast as she's rising. That's how fast narratives about her are changing. Attitude, image, rising confidence. People are saying, where'd that shit come from? But anyway, making a superstar just backlash moments. I don't know. Look to me like he's making more backlash moments. But she's become the second most hated female fighter, thanks to her attitude and association with Claressa Shields. Horrible. Come on, Caroline, get it together, man. You don't need to be doing all that bullshit. Y'all keep cool, I'm in the breeze.